Welcome to Document Write. In today's video, I'm going to show you how to get started with a headless CMS for technical writing. So what is a headless CMS? Well, first let's define a CMS. A CMS is a content management system. It's a software application for creating, managing, and publishing digital content. Content management systems are widely used for building websites, blogs, e-commerce sites, and other digital products. Some popular examples include WordPress and Webflow. A headless CMS is a content management system that doesn't provide a front-end interface or templating system. Instead, it focuses solely on the back end, providing an API that can be used to retrieve content from the system. The front end or application is then built using a separate technology stack, allowing for greater flexibility and customization. Headless content management systems have been gaining popularity recently. They offer much flexibility and enable developers to build custom front-end experiences without being tied to a specific CMS's templating system. In this video, we'll discuss headless CMS benefits and how to get started with one. So let's start off with the benefits of using a headless CMS. Number one is flexibility. A headless CMS allows you to use any technology stack you want to build your front end. For example, React, Angular, or Vue. This means that you can choose the tools and framework that best fit your needs and preferences, rather than being restricted to the templating system provided by a traditional CMS. With a headless CMS, you have complete control over the front end, which allows for greater customization and the ability to create unique and engaging user experiences. Benefit number two is speed. With a headless CMS, content can be delivered quickly and efficiently. It's not tied to a specific templating system. The API provided by a headless CMS is typically lightweight, meaning that requests for content can be processed quickly. A lightweight API means that the CMS provides a simple way to access and retrieve content without requiring you to learn a complex set of APIs or SDKs. This makes it easier to integrate the CMS into your applications, regardless of the programming language or technology stack you are using. This can result in faster page load times and a better experience for your users. Number three, scalability. A headless CMS is highly scalable because it's not tied to a specific front-end technology. As your website or application grows, you can easily add more servers or scale up your infrastructure without worrying about the CMS becoming a bottleneck. Number four, reusability. With a headless CMS, content can be reused across multiple platforms and devices through which content is distributed and consumed. This means maintaining consistency across different platforms such as your website, mobile app, or social media channels. You can save time and resources by reusing content, as you don't have to create it from scratch for each channel or device. Number five, customization. A headless CMS allows for greater customization because you have complete control over the front end. This means you can create a unique user experience tailored to your specific needs and goals. With a traditional CMS, customization is often limited to the options that the templating system provides, which in many cases can be very restrictive. Number six, security. A headless CMS can provide better security because your data and the front end are now two separate concerns. This means sensitive information, such as user or financial information, can be stored securely in the CMS and accessed only through the API. So if your front end is breached, this will not affect your data. Additionally, because the front end and back end are separate, any security vulnerabilities in the front end won't affect the CMS. Number 7, cost effective. A headless CMS can be a cost-effective option for smaller businesses or startups because it's often less expensive than a traditional premium CMS. With a traditional CMS, you typically pay for the software, hosting, and maintenance, and these costs can add up quickly. With a headless CMS, you can often choose a pricing plan that fits your needs and budget. Okay, let's get started with a headless CMS. So the first step is to choose the headless CMS that you want to use. Many headless CMS options are available, each with its strengths and weaknesses. Some popular options include Contentful, Strappy, and Prismatic, but many others also exist. If you'd like a list of more options, then consider downloading the free PDF that comes with this video. Consider factors such as the size of your project and the types of content you'll be managing and your budget when selecting a CMS. Number 2, define your content model. Once you've selected a headless CMS, the next step is to define your content model. This involves identifying the types of content that you'll be managing and defining fields for each type. For example, if you're building a blog, you might have content types such as blog posts, authors, and categories. Each content type would have its fields such as the title, body, author name, and publish date for a blog post. Defining your content model is important because it will guide how you create and manage content in your CMS. Number 3, create content. With your content model in place, you can now start creating content. This can be done through the CMS's web interface or through an API. Most headless CMS platforms provide a user-friendly web interface that makes creating and managing content easy. Alternatively, you can use the Headless CMS's API to create content programmatically, which can be useful if you need to import a large amount of content or if you have custom workflows. Step number 4 is to build your front end. Once you have content in your Headless CMS, it's time to build your front end. With the Headless CMS, you have complete control over the front end, so you can use any technology stack to build your site or application. You'll need to use the API to retrieve and display content in your site. This can be done using popular front-end frameworks like React, Angular, Vue, Svelte, and many others. Step number 5 is to deploy your site. Once you have your front end and you have your CMS in place, it's time to deploy your website. This can be done using various hosting options such as Amazon Web Services, Google Cloud Platform, Netlify, and many others. The hosting provider you choose will depend on your specific needs, such as the size of your application and the amount of traffic you expect to receive, and of course, costs. Number 6, test and iterate. After deploying your site to a test environment, it's important to test it thoroughly, ensuring everything works as expected. Test your site on different devices and browsers to ensure that it works well across various platforms and screen sizes. Once you've tested your site, you can go back, make the necessary changes, and improve the user experience. And then when you're done, you can then ship to production. So, in conclusion, a headless CMS offers you many benefits for creating custom front-end experiences. With a little planning and technical know-how, it's relatively easy to start with a headless CMS. By choosing one that fits your specific needs, defining a content model, creating content, building the front end, and deploying your site, you can take advantage of the flexibility and scalability offered by a headless CMS. So why not give it a try? With the right tools and creativity, you can be building engaging user experiences that set your site apart. Thank you very much for watching. If you need help or assistance with your company's technical documentation, visit our website, documentright.dev. We specialize in helping businesses revamp their documentation to delight your users. Please make sure that you like, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you next time.